What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. Got a new Bergblade in to check out. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, we have the Mini Slim 2.0 in this week to check out, and it's a very nice version of it. I really do like that marbled carbon fiber. I think it's a nice look. The machined satin finish on here is nice as well, and you've got the coolest little blade shape on here. Just an awesome little form factor knife. S90V is your blade steel. You got a tall blade with a decently thin flat grind. It's not the sliciest I've ever seen, but it is still pretty good for its size. I honestly think this could handle an occasional box breakdown. Nice opening hole with a swedge out on the tip. Just really like the design of this one. I just would like a slim large because I can't really get three fingers on here. Good access to the lock bar. Pretty smooth close considering how small this is. This does remind me of my mini growler and my nip light as far as the form factor is concerned. I will say that the pocket clip works okay. I'm happy to report I was a little worried about it, but I think they got the angles of the entry and exit on this one done pretty well. Every once in a while, I do have to kind of remember to kind of push the pants pocket out and get some tension on there to slide it in. If the pants pocket is too loose, it does bunch up a little bit. But I was very happy to report that that does work. Where I really found that I was putting this, though, is in the fifth pocket. This is an excellent fifth pocket, or if you have, like I do, the Quick Draw XL, this is going to be an awesome option for that one where you can stick it in there with a couple other pieces of EDC gear and just drop it in the pocket. Very discreet, very unoffensive. Like I said, a little two-finger knife that you could pull out. Like I said, some detailed work and trace cutting with this one's going to be really easy. You'll be able to open some packages. And I think, on occasion, you could break a box down or do a little bit of a heavier cutting task with this. It'll suit you just fine. I did test it down in the garage. It, like I said, had a very nice factory edge, especially considering this has been in a pass-around group before getting to me. The little bit of belly they threw on here with that factory edge, and then the geometry on here were quite good. I was very impressed. Excellent detailed cuts and trace cuts. Lock bar access is good here. I'm able to easily get to that no matter how you like to disengage. It is very comfortable in all ways that I'm familiar with disengaging, and then very satisfying to open with the thumb and with the index finger. So I am happy about that. I wish they would have knocked this down a little bit more for me. Like I said, I can't quite find exactly where I want to go. The two finger feels awkward. I do want to kind of squish up and get on there. So if this could have been just maybe smooth out a little bit like you see up here, like putting my finger on that, it's a little bit more comfortable than it is right here. It's kind of diggy and pokey. So let's do some size comparisons. I think that is really what's going to help you guys. All right, I am going to kick it off with a couple of regulars, just again to emphasize how small the Mini Slim is. This is the Mini Nova, and this is the Manix 2 Lightweight. And you can see these look like full-size knives compared to the Slim Mini. But I have a couple out here on the table that I think are really going to put it in perspective for folks. All right, here is the Devo Knives Mini Growler and the Nip Light. And as you can see, it kind of lands in between. But I will say the three-finger grip on the Mini Nip is almost a four-finger grip. Just because they made this neutral, they gave you a forward choil that is very dedicated, but this does feel more like a dedicated opening your package knife or cut an emergency knife. Whereas I will say that the Mini Growler feels like an EDC that you could use for all of your cutting tasks. And I can comfortably get four fingers on here. I do hang off the back a little bit on the Mini Growler. But again, that is only because I have such large hands. I think medium all the way up to large hands would find that this works really well. So it's just the design aesthetic, or not the design aesthetic, the design approach to these knives allow you to comfortably be able to grip onto it with more fingers than you can with that Mini Slim. The Mini Slim, if I wanted to choke up, I would now be landing on both of those cutouts, so I wouldn't really be able to use it. But if they decide on this one just to do like a forward section that was pushed forward, and they wanted to just kind of have this cut out and be neutral, I think it would work a little bit better. I'd be able to be more easily to get that almost 4-finger grip that I can on the Nip Light, which again, I still think is crazy because this is definitely a 5th pocket knife. It is not a main carry knife, but like I said, it is an excellent option if you just need something that's going to get you into your boxes. Let's grab the scale and check the weight on this one. I got the scale out and cut on. This should be pretty lightweight, guys. It's a small form factor. I actually am a little surprised. I was thinking it was going to be under 2.5, but it does have a larger blade and it does have a 50% length backspacer on it. So I guess that does kind of make sense, especially when you consider how much blade you actually have on this one. So not too surprising. It's not going to be awful in the 5th pocket, you guys. It'll be just fine. All right, time for my final thoughts and impressions on the Mini Slim 2.0, guys. I grade on a scale of 1 to 10. 10's the highest, 1's the lowest. What I take into consideration are going to be aesthetics. It's going to be the ergos, price point, and performance, both in how it opens and deploys and closes and how it cuts. For me, this one here, I am actually going to be probably at a 6.6. It's just a little small for me, a little sharp here where I want my fingers to land in order to try to get a more secure grip. I love the looks of it. I think it's really cool. I'd like to see a slim large. I think that would be awesome, about the size of my Alpha. I would really like that. Just a big old blade. I know it'd probably be a little bit heavier and a big old handle on it, but I think a lot of people are really going to like this form factor. I have a lot of people that watch my channel that love a small knife. And I think for you guys, especially when you have the smaller hands, this is going to be a really cool pickup. I think it's a unique look. Even when you look at something like the Nip Light, I just think that they're completely different approaches to it. You got belly on it, you got a pill shape opening hole on it, and you have a just really tall, chunky knife. Like, it's just a completely different design philosophy on it, and I really do like that. This is going to be like the mini growler, where it's probably going to, for some of you, be a main pocket carry. For me, they're 5th pockets, and they do hang out of the 5th pocket slightly, but that's where those knives live for me. And I think that's where this one will live for you guys as well. Very smooth. It's really broken in. I keep checking to see if it's loose, but it's not. Detent is, again, tuned really, really well. I wish they would make a slim large. I don't know what they would call that, but I'd love a larger version of this one. I think it would be probably one that I would actually keep in the collection too. I just like the design of it. Is really quite cool. What do you guys think? Are you digging the slim? Let me know in the comments down below. I do not have any affiliate links with Bergblades, but I do with traditional pocket knives. If they have any, I'll make sure that's at the top of the link so you can find it easier, and then I will link to Bergblades. I'll check Blade HQ. I don't know if they have these or not, but I'll try to find where I can and link them for you if you're interested in this one. So affiliate links, when you use them, will help the channel, but not all of the links for this particular knife will be affiliate links. I'm just putting them there for your convenience. If you do use my affiliate links, it helps the channel, and I do appreciate it, but that is up to you guys. If you enjoyed the content, like would be appreciated. Definitely consider subscribing if you're not subscribed. I love to have you follow along. Shout out to my channel members. Love you guys. I'm out of here. I hope you have a great week. Catch you next time. Peace.